Hello there. So what I want to do is go through like an interview sort of thing you can call it. Go through politics, religion, um, all the different moral values, whatever it may be, and discuss what it is you want. Where they actually come from. A lot of religious people say, "Where does your morality come from?" If you're an atheist, I would say, "What is your morality?" This is like there's an assumption made from atheists and theists alike. I've heard both argue this that we share the same morality. I actually never heard any like big names, outspoken theists out there saying we don't share the same morality. I would argue we don't share the same morality, but I've never actually heard that actually being said out there as it should be. I think so. The question is, what is your morality? I think when you're an atheist, the idea is atheism is not a worldview, right? So being that atheism is not a worldview, presumably you left a worldview. Presumably you were surrounded by the religious worldview. You were surrounded by being a theist, which is attached to a worldview. In America, of Christianity and Judaism are the two main ones. Those are the only two I really get to. A lot of atheists like to use Islam, which I don't know that much about, so I'm not going to talk about it. But a lot of atheists I know they love to go to Islam and define all religion under Islam and say all these horrible things about Islam that I can't defend nor say anything positive. I can't say anything about Islam, being I know nothing about it. But atheists seem to like to go there and then under the same umbrella say all religion is like this Islam that you're talking evil about. It's like, let's not have that conversation. Let's have the conversation of Christian and Judaism going on in our society, what they're for, what they care about, and what actually matters, what's beneficial or not beneficial for our society based around that, not based around going to some other religion that's not the main religion in our society and that's not implemented in American society at all and say this is evil and religion is evil and basically just go through it all and just say it's all evil. That's just an absurd way to go about all this as far as I'm concerned. So let's talk about all the ins and outs, and I'm going to go through it as much detail as I possibly can, all the topics on all these different things, and I'm going to say my view on it, and I'm going to want to hear back what your view is on the same thing. So I'm going to say, for example, let's get into talking about socialism or big government is more accurate. So religious people on the political right is against big government. They're for small government. As far as the people on the right are concerned, that's the American idea. The American idea is to get away from a tyrannical government, a big government they're running away from high taxes to have low taxes, which means less government intervention, less government control over the people for the people to have freedom. So this is my knowledge to what American freedom is about. But then you have people on the left, and atheists generally tend to be on the left, who will argue that we need big government to save everyone and help the people. And then when that does happen, people tend to now be more under the thumb of the government and the control of the government, backtracking to exactly what America was running away from in the first place. So this is my view on why and also, big government, as far as I'm concerned, is immoral. It's immoral because it's theft. You're fighting for people to pay taxes for a program that they get nothing in return. When people on the right are talking about taxes, as far as I know, they're talking about military, police, things that they get something in return. You may not think you're getting something in return, but you actually are. It's something that's helping our society be safe. It's helping. It's the military. You don't see anything happening with the military relatively in your life. Generally, you're going to go around, you're going to live your life, you're not seeing military, but you're paying for the military, and the military is protecting you from outside forces that want to interfere in America and take over and do damage and do what they want to do. So you pay for the military, it is protecting you whether you want to believe or not. The police is protecting the streets. You will be more likely to live in a dangerous neighborhood or whatever it is if it wasn't for the police. If there was no protection from people to actually steal or do anything they want to do, rape, murder, kill, whatever they want to do, if you didn't have the police there to actually do that, you will have much more dangerous streets. And your taxes are paying for that. Roads, everyone uses roads. You walk on the streets, you drive, you do whatever you're doing. You're not just sitting at home all day and paying for somehow through your computer. You actually walk outside. So taxes pay for that. So when people are talking on the right, paying for taxes, they're talking about paying for things that I'd consider to be objectively neutral for everybody, where whether you like it or not, whatever you think about it, you get a return on it, and that's how it is. You objectively get a return on the thing you're paying for. But big government is asking that you give your money away to the government to decide what to do with your money, to dictate your money that you get no return on. Not only do you not get a return on it, you can't get a return on it. If I go for food stamps right now and I'm making too much money, I cannot get the money that I put into the food stamps that my tax dollars is paying for and get that money back. They literally stole my money. That's what it is. And people on the left will be fighting for this. I want to know from you atheists out there, do you think this is actually moral? Do you think we should actually be fighting for that in our society? What is your worldview on this? Your moral view on this is more accurate to say. Yeah. So I'd love to hear what you have to say. All the best, and thanks for watching.